Shocking palace drama. Prince William has reportedly banned Queen Camilla from all future private family events, leaving King Charles devastated. The move stems from rising tensions over protocol, loyalty, and respect toward Kate Middleton, signaling a major power shift within the royal household. Family dynamics are changing, and the world is watching. The breaking point. William's private decision goes public. The royal family has been rocked by a quiet but earth-shaking decision. Prince William has reportedly banned Queen Camilla from attending future private family events, a move that insiders say has left King Charles devastated. What began as whispered tension behind palace walls has now spilled into full royal drama, as the heir to the throne asserts his growing influence, even if it comes at a personal cost to his father. According to palace insiders, the decision was made in private, with William informing senior aides that Camilla would no longer be welcome at intimate family functions, including birthdays, holidays, and private celebrations involving the Wales family. Camilla, however, wasn't told directly. She allegedly found out through channels, and sources say she was blindsided and humiliated by the exclusion. What triggered this dramatic move? Reports point to a private family event earlier this year, where Camilla allegedly made a comment about Kate Middleton that William found deeply disrespectful. While the exact words remain unknown, multiple sources confirm it was the final straw in a long simmering tension between the Queen consort and the future Queen. William, known for his composure, acted decisively. He reportedly told close confidants that this wasn't just about a single incident. It was about repeated lines being crossed and a lack of respect shown to his wife and children. He had been patient long enough, said one aide. This was about drawing a line for his family's future. Camilla's critics say she had overstepped her role, acting with growing influence in private settings, sometimes in ways that made other senior royals uncomfortable. The Queen consort's long history with the royal family, once controversial and carefully managed, has now become a flashpoint in an increasingly fractured palace. Meanwhile, Charles was reportedly heartbroken by the decision. Those close to him say he understands the damage caused, but felt the ban came too suddenly and without room for reconciliation. Still, as monarch, he did not reverse William's call, a sign that even he knows his son's influence is rising, and any attempt to overrule him could rupture their relationship permanently. What makes this development even more significant is the private nature of the ban. There's no public statement, no formal announcement. Yet, those inside the royal inner circle are already feeling the shift. Camilla absent from key gatherings, Charles appearing solo, and Kate stepping into the spotlight with increased public support. For William, this appears to be a personal stand disguised as a royal decision, not just to protect his wife, but to define what kind of monarchy he intends to lead. One that is modern, tightly guarded, and free from the shadows of past scandals. As one senior royal observer noted, this isn't just a message to Camilla, it's a message to the entire family. William is no longer just the heir. He's setting the rules now. And if that's true, the monarchy as we know it may be entering a new, stricter chapter, led by a future king who refuses to play by the old codes of silence and survival. Tensions boiled for months. What really caused the rift? The breaking point may have exploded suddenly, but the tension between Prince William and Queen Camilla had been simmering for months, maybe even years. What looked like polite smiles at public events was, behind palace walls, a quiet war of influence, roles, and respect. Insiders say the rift wasn't just about personalities, it was about power. According to multiple royal sources, Camilla had grown increasingly frustrated by how Kate Middleton's popularity continued to soar. While Camilla holds the title of Queen Consort, it's Kate who dominates headlines, front pages, and public affection. Behind closed doors, Camilla allegedly voiced concerns that Kate's presence was overshadowing King Charles's reign, especially during joint engagements. But it didn't stop there. Reports claim Camilla even tried to block or delay certain events that Kate was leading, including charity visits and public appearances, actions that were quickly noticed by William. He reportedly felt Camilla was overstepping her role, trying to exert influence that was never hers to claim. That, royal watchers say, sparked deep resentment. A particularly frosty incident occurred during a Christmas family meeting at Sandringham, where William allegedly confronted Camilla directly over her behavior. Witnesses described the atmosphere as cold and tense, with the two barely exchanging words afterward. It was a turning point, and William left that meeting with his mind made up. Behind the scenes, the Prince of Wales was becoming increasingly clear. He wanted peace, not palace politics. He reportedly told one close advisor, "This isn't about tradition anymore. It's about protecting my family and our future." What's important to understand is that this wasn't a feud of emotion. It was a feud of vision. William represents the next generation of the monarchy, modern, streamlined, and focused on trust. Camilla, to him, may have come to represent an older, more complicated chapter, one he doesn't want influencing the next era. By the time the final decision was made to cut Camilla out of private family events, it wasn't reactionary. It was the result of months of building frustration, repeated private clashes, and a growing belief that she no longer fit into the family William was trying to build. And now, that quiet tension has erupted into a very real public fracture, with the future of royal unity hanging in the balance. Charles's reaction: devastated, but powerless. When King Charles learned of Prince William's decision to ban Queen Camilla from private family events, he was reportedly shocked, heartbroken, and completely blindsided. For a monarch who has spent decades holding the family together, especially after so many public breakdowns, this was a blow he didn't see coming. And the fact that it came from his own son, not his critics or the press, made it even more painful. According to palace insiders, Charles was devastated by the move, but knew he was in a bind. Despite his authority as king, he did not overrule William. Why? Because pushing back could risk an even deeper fracture with his heir, something Charles cannot afford, especially at this stage of his reign. "He's the king," one insider said, "but even the king can't stop a son defending his wife." Those close to the monarch say he is now torn in two, caught between the woman he loves and the future of the crown. Camilla stood by Charles through decades of criticism, scandal, and public disapproval. She is now Queen Consort because of his unwavering support. But William's firm boundary has now put Charles in the unthinkable position of having to choose between peace with his wife or unity with his son. Reports claim Charles has been privately pleading with both William and Camilla to find common ground, but those efforts have reportedly gone nowhere. Camilla feels betrayed and sidelined, while William has shown no interest in softening the boundary he's set. "He's protecting Kate," said a source close to the prince. "He won't budge on this." To make matters worse, whispers about Charles's declining health have added a layer of urgency to the crisis. The king is said to be desperate for calm in his final years on the throne, with some insiders claiming he's expressed a wish to leave the family united before it's too late. But right now, unity looks more distant than ever. For Charles, This isn't just a personal loss. It's a crack at the heart of the monarchy, one that he may no longer have the strength or time to repair. And as the king watches his son take charge and his wife be pushed aside, he's learning that the crown no longer bends around him. The power is already shifting. Kate's silent role, but her influence speaks loudly. And throughout the rising tensions between Prince William and Queen Camilla, Princess Kate has remained completely silent in public. But behind the palace walls, her presence has shaped the entire situation. While she hasn't spoken a single word on the matter, insiders say Kate's influence was quietly powerful and may have been the real reason William drew the line. Sources close to the family say that Kate and Camilla's relationship has been strained for some time. Despite public appearances showing them smiling together, those close to the royals reveal that there's been growing frostiness between the two women, especially during the past year. Tensions reportedly worsened after an alleged snub by Camilla at a private family event in early 2025. Witnesses claim the Queen consort made a pointed remark about Kate's role, which offended not just Kate but others in the room. Following that incident, Kate began to pull back. According to palace staff, she skipped several informal gatherings where Camilla was present, events she would normally attend without question. Her absence was noted, and it was then that William began to take a firmer stance, telling close friends that he would never allow anyone to disrespect Kate again, family or not. Kate, known for her composure and grace, never responded publicly, but those around her say she was deeply hurt by Camilla's attitude, especially after years of trying to keep the peace. For William, this wasn't just about defending his wife, it was about defining the future queen's dignity and setting clear boundaries around what would and would not be tolerated going forward. What's more, Kate's popularity with the public has soared in recent years, eclipsing even Queen Camilla's growing role. She's seen not just as the future queen, but as the symbol of stability, elegance, and modern royalty. That visibility has given her more quiet power than any title could. And when someone threatens that, even indirectly, it sends tremors through the palace. In the end, Kate didn't need to speak. Her absence, her silence, and her unwavering poise did the talking, and William heard her loud and clear. The message was simple. Loyalty to Kate means loyalty to the monarchy's future, and anything less won't be tolerated. Family events off limits, what Camilla is now excluded from. The ban isn't symbolic. It's real, active, and already being enforced. According to palace insiders, Queen Camilla is now quietly excluded from a range of private royal gatherings, all at the direct request of Prince William. While no official statement has been made, the absence is noticeable and deliberate. Sources confirm the ban applies specifically to intimate family events. Birthday celebrations, anniversaries, casual holiday get-togethers, and any private occasions involving William, Kate, and their children. These are not ceremonial or public-facing engagements. They're the personal moments that define the royal family's inner bond. And Camilla, once present for many of them, is now firmly left off the guest list. The impact has already been seen. At a recent private lunch at Windsor, Camilla was noticeably absent, while Kate attended with Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. King Charles came alone, sparking whispers among staff and guests about a deepening fracture in the family. According to one palace source, it was clear she was deliberately not invited, and no one questioned it. Even more telling, future events hosted at Anmer Hall and Sandringham, properties closely tied to the Wales family, are reportedly being planned without Camilla. While her presence used to be expected at major holidays like Christmas and Easter, insiders now say William has made it clear she is not to be included, regardless of seniority or title. The enforcement of this new boundary isn't coming through press releases or public gestures. It's being done quietly, behind the scenes, with invisible walls put up by William's inner circle. Schedules are being rearranged, invitations selectively managed, and Camilla's absence is being treated as standard, not scandal. Palace aides say this approach is intentional. There's no confrontation, no drama, just a new normal. She's simply not part of that side of the family's private life anymore, said one royal staff member. That door's been closed, and everyone inside knows it. This exclusion marks a major shift in royal family dynamics. Camilla may still appear beside the king at official events, but within the private royal fold, her access has been quietly and firmly revoked. And in a family where power often moves in silence, being uninvited speaks volumes. Behind closed doors, Charles and Camilla's growing strain. The fallout from William's private ban has triggered more than just a public stir. It's caused real strain behind closed palace doors, particularly between King Charles and Queen Camilla. What began as a quiet family boundary has quickly evolved into a deepening marital tension, with sources now calling this the most challenging period of their relationship since the 1990s. According to insiders, Charles and Camilla have had a series of tense conversations following her exclusion from family events. Charles, though heartbroken by his son's decision, reportedly warned Camilla not to push too far with William in recent months. He saw the tension building and now believes her missteps may have helped trigger the full ban. "I told you to be careful," he allegedly told her in private. For Camilla, this is an unprecedented position. After spending decades climbing from scandal to acceptance, she now finds herself publicly humiliated and privately isolated, not by the public or press this time, but by her own family. She's used to navigating palace politics with quiet influence, but this new shutout is unlike anything she's faced before. Sources say she feels undermined, cut off, and silently punished. And it's taking a toll. The tension is beginning to show. Charles, who once fiercely defended Camilla from all critics, now appears torn between protecting his wife and maintaining peace with his son. Those closest to him say the king wants desperately to rebuild the family unit, especially in light of recent health concerns, but every attempt at reconciliation has so far failed. Behind the scenes, staff describe the atmosphere between the royal couple as strained and unusually cold. Conversations are brief. Time spent together is limited. Camilla is reportedly spending more hours in her private quarters or at her own residences, while Charles remains deeply focused on his duties and on William's trust. This isn't just a disagreement, it's a power shift Camilla wasn't prepared for. The Queen Consort, once at the center of Charles's world, is now on the outskirts of the family's inner life. And the emotional toll is growing. What's happening now between Charles and Camilla isn't just about a family feud. It's the emotional fallout of a royal house realigning itself. Camilla may wear the crown, but William's influence is shaping the palace. And it's leaving the Queen Consort standing on thinner ice than ever before. Royal House divided. Camilla versus William's vision of the future. The tension between Prince William and Queen Camilla highlights a growing division within the royal household. William has long pushed for a slimmed-down monarchy, focused on a core group of royals handling public engagements and family decisions. Camilla, seen as part of the older traditional system, is viewed as clashing with this modern vision. William's priority is clear: to protect the next generation, George, Charlotte, and Louis, ensuring a monarchy that is efficient and free of drama. Camilla's attempts to influence events reportedly ran counter to this goal, prompting William to act decisively. For Camilla, this is a loss of influence. Allies say she is furious, seeing the move as a power play that challenges her role, while William's decision consolidates his authority, defining who will shape the family's private and public life. Her reduced presence at gatherings and decision-making circles may reshape internal power dynamics for years. William's firm stance emphasizes the emerging authority of the next generation and signals that tradition can yield to strategic modernization. This isn't just a feud, it's a battle over the monarchy's future, with Camilla's ceremonial role intact, but her influence curtailed. The royal house is divided, and the world is watching who will emerge as the dominant influence in the years ahead. Public reaction: Team William versus Team Camilla. The news that Prince William has banned Queen Camilla from private family events has sparked a firestorm of public debate and media scrutiny, dividing royal watchers into two distinct camps. On social media and fan forums, Team William dominates, praising the future king for protecting his wife, Kate, and prioritizing family over old loyalties. Many view the move as justified, necessary, and long overdue, framing William as the guardian of the next generation of royals. Viral comments like, "Finally someone is standing up for Kate and the children," reflect widespread approval among supporters. Meanwhile, Team Camilla has rallied to defend the Queen consort, criticizing the ban as unfair and humiliating. Older royalists and longtime supporters emphasize her decades of loyalty to the crown and argue that she is being scapegoated for long-standing tensions. Some commentators dramatize the moment, saying, "She's finally getting what Diana never did," underscoring how sharply divided opinions remain. This feud has expanded beyond private whispers into national conversation, with tabloids, news outlets, and online forums dissecting every gesture, absence, and interaction. Analysts warn that it could impact the monarchy's public image, as every public appearance, from Charles attending solo to Kate's subtle influence, is scrutinized in light of the family drama. Ultimately, the public reaction highlights the emotional and symbolic stakes of this internal dispute. William's private decision has become a defining moment in the monarchy's story, shaping perceptions of power, respect, and legacy, and leaving the world watching every move in this unprecedented family showdown. What this means for the monarchy's stability. Prince William's decision to ban Queen Camilla from private family events marks a significant shift in the balance of power within the royal family. For decades, the monarchy relied on the appearance of unity, using tradition and protocol to maintain stability. Now, the next generation is redefining boundaries, making it clear that even senior royals are not immune to limits imposed by heirs. This tension goes beyond private gatherings. It directly challenges King Charles's vision of a harmonious monarchy, signaling that William intends to shape the family's internal and public life according to his own rules. Absences from future events may now be seen as symbolic gestures, reflecting power dynamics rather than mere scheduling conflicts. Key royal properties like Anmer Hall and Sandringham are now under scrutiny, with every attendance or absence analyzed for its meaning. Camilla's reduced presence could have long-term implications, affecting her influence over family decisions and public perception. At the same time, the situation underscores the monarchy's adaptability and vulnerability. Visible internal conflicts can erode public trust if left unchecked. The family must now balance unity with accountability, maintaining dignity while navigating modern scrutiny. In essence, William's move is a strategic recalibration. Camilla's exclusion stabilizes certain dynamics in the short term, but exposes the family to ongoing observation. The message is clear. Even high-ranking royals are subject to the limits set by the heir apparent, and every decision carries family and national consequences. What happens now? Can this rift be repaired? The rift between Prince William and Queen Camilla has left the royal family at a crossroads, and many are asking, can it be repaired, or is it permanent? King Charles reportedly hopes for reconciliation, but he finds himself caught between his wife and his heir, trying to balance family harmony with the rising influence of the next generation. Central to the tension is Kate Middleton, whose relationship with Camilla is believed to have shaped William's decision. Sources indicate that unless trust is rebuilt, Camilla may remain excluded from shared family events, effectively isolating her from the private life of the future king and his children. The implications extend beyond private gatherings. Any absence by Camilla at official events will now be closely scrutinized, fueling media speculation and shaping public perception of the monarchy. Even casual family occasions could be seen as symbolic statements, amplifying the drama. Questions remain about whether Charles will intervene or respect William's stance. Every interaction between William, Camilla, and Kate will be analyzed for insight into power and influence, highlighting that this isn't just a personal disagreement. It's a battle over the monarchy's future and legacy. In today's world, private conflicts are public, and how the family navigates them will define royal relationships and the institution itself for years to come. Camilla's exclusion is more than a personal slight. It reflects a new era of control and influence in the monarchy. With William asserting authority and Charles caught in the middle, family unity hangs by a thread. The coming months will determine if the rift can heal or permanently reshape the royal legacy.